Hey guys, right here I have a 2014 Hyundai Santa Fe 2.4 4-wheel drive Elegance. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. The side mirrors automatically folds in and folds out upon locking and unlocking the car respectively. For Malaysia, standard across the third generation Santa Fe range is Hyundai's smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the black button on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the car, just press the black button again. Along with that smart keyless entry is a push button start system. So to start the Santa Fe, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. The third generation Santa Fe uses a rack and pinion electric power steering system. A leather-wrapped steering wheel with sport grips at 10 and 2 is standard. No matter whether buyers go for the 2.4 petrol or the 2.2 diesel, the only transmission available is a 6-speed automatic with manual shifting capabilities. Another standard feature is rear parking sensors. Safety in the Santa Fe Elegance include 2 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, electronic stability program, vehicle stability management, traction control, downhill brake control, hill start assist control, an alarm system, an immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the outer 2 middle row seats. As usual, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The Elegance trim comes with 18-inch 5 twin-spoke alloy rims with 235/60 R18 tyres. Ventilated disc brakes are in front, while out back, there are solid disc brakes. The suspension is McPherson struts up front and a rear multi-link setup. Santa Fe is the 4th largest city in New Mexico in the United States. Named after this city, the Hyundai Santa Fe is a mid-sized SUV that has been on sale for 4 generations since the year 2000. The current 4th generation model, also known as the Santa Fe TM, made its debut earlier this year at the 2018 Geneva Motor Show. The Santa Fe in the video is the 3rd generation DM model, which came out at the 2012 New York Auto Show. New for the Santa Fe DM is the availability of either a short wheelbase or a long wheelbase version. The short wheelbase model is more globally available, as the long wheelbase Santa Fe, which replaced the Hyundai Veracruz, is only offered in certain left-hand drive markets. Featuring the Storm Age design language, the Santa Fe DM was given a facelift in 2016 for the 2017 model year. This Santa Fe is powered by Hyundai's Theta II 2.4 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, naturally aspirated inline-4 petrol engine with multi-point fuel injection and continuous variable valve timing. It produces 174 horsepower at 6000 rpm and 227 Nm of torque at 3750 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 10.9 seconds, and the top speed is 190 km per hour. Fuel tank size is 64 liters, and the combined fuel consumption for the Santa Fe 2.4 MPI 4-wheel drive automatic is 7.1 liters per 100 kilometers. Carbon dioxide emissions is 208 grams per kilometer, and this Santa Fe is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the Santa Fe Elegance include automatic manual leveling halogen projector headlights, front and rear fog lights, indicators on the body-colored side mirrors, chrome door handles, dual exhaust pipes, and a spare tire mounted under the rear of the vehicle. Speakers right there, and right there, bottle holder, storage. Pull this lever to release the fuel door, mirror controls, window lock, central locking, and your window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions. Brightness adjustment, downhill brake control, 4-wheel drive lock, traction control, headlight level adjustment, and your active eco mode. Santa Fe floor mats and door sills. And the driver's seat in this Santa Fe Elegance gets full powered adjustments with all of your controls located right down there, together with your 4-way power lumbar support. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. Manual air conditioning controls, fan speed, temperature, front and rear defrost, air conditioning, maximum air conditioning, rear air conditioning, different modes, and your recirculation button. Storage, auxiliary and USB ports, power outlet, and a cigarette lighter or another power outlet depending on what you use it for. Right here is the Santa Fe's electronic parking brake. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push the lever down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up. There is an auto hold function for the parking brake whereby you arrive at a stop such as a traffic light or a traffic jam. The car is in drive, you lift your foot off the brake. With the auto hold function activated, the car won't actually move forward or roll back. Cup holders and a bit of storage. Storage area above the head unit. The Santa Fe Elegance comes with an integrated head unit with various media connectivity options and 6 speakers for the sound system. The stock sound system available in this Santa Fe is actually quite alright. It is a simple head unit to use. Eject, CD player, hit this display button to turn off the display, scan, setup, where you can access your display setup, sound, where you can adjust bass, mid, treble, fader and balance, and restore to default. Virtual sound and your speed dependent volume. You can also adjust the clock and your system settings. Menu brings up your audio menu, where you can activate repeat, random, bring up information, and search. Tune, different folders, seek track, 6 preset stations, volume and power, and to the left of the display, FM, AM, and your different media options. Central locking, power folding side mirrors as shown earlier, now if you leave the switch all the way to the left, that means the side mirrors are always folded out. If you leave the switch all the way to the right, that means the side mirrors are always folded in. And if you leave the switch on automatic, that means when you lock the car, the side mirrors fold in, and when you unlock the car, the side mirrors fold out. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your audio controls with your volume, seek track, mute, and your different mode selection. On the right spoke, you do have your cruise control and speed limiter controls, your flex steer system where you can adjust between normal, sport, and comfort, and down below your multi-information display controls. Use the top button to go through the different main menus, use the button in the middle to go through the different sub-menus, and use the bottom button to either reset that value or select that particular option. Currently, we are in your driving data menu with your range and fuel consumption information. Trip A, Trip B, under the 2 trip meters, there is the distance traveled, average speed, and elapsed time. And back to your fuel information, service indicator, and your user settings with your lights, doors, and whatnot. On the right stall, wiper controls, and on the left stall, light and indicator controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. front center armrest with 2-tier storage, a smaller area above and a bigger one below. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, sunglass holder, front reading lights, and the driver's side gets a sun visor with a light and a vanity mirror. Now the light, if you forget to turn it off, just close the visor and the visor turns it off for you. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. Window control, speaker, bottle holder, and storage. For the middle row seats in this Santa Fe, the seat bases split 60-40 and you can adjust the position via the levers down here. This one adjusts the right seat as well as the middle seat, while the one on that side adjusts the left seat. You can do this so you vary the amount of legroom between the middle row seats and the last row of seats. Meanwhile, the seat backs split 40-20-40. There are a couple of ways to fold the seat backs down. You can either use the levers by the sides of the seats or the levers inside the boot, which I'll show you later. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is quite a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. Just for reference, the middle row seats are set in their furthest back position, while the middle row seat backs are somewhere in between all the way back and all the way upright. The seats are quite nice and comfortable, and there are storage pockets on the front seat backs. Power outlet right down here. Aircon vents on the B pillars. And to fold down only the middle seat, locate this lever and flip the seat back down. Rear center armrest with cup holders. And right above, for both sides and the back, are grip handles. For the right side, there is a hook as well. Rear cabin light. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad beneath the Hyundai badge. With all the rear seats in place, boot space in the Santa Fe is quite tiny. Fold the 50-50 split third row seats down by pulling the levers on the back of the third row seat backs, and the boot space becomes 516 liters. When all the rear seats are folded, boot space is now 1615 liters. To the right of the boot is a power outlet, and under the boot floor is a spot to stow the cargo cover when not in use, some storage, and the vehicle's jack and toolkit. Adjustable headrests for all rows of seats in this car. And to gain access to the last row of seats, locate this lever, pull it, flip the seat back forward, then move the whole seat forward. Now that I am in the last row of seats, it is actually quite tight back here. Not a lot of legroom, and I actually have to bend my head a little bit so I do not actually touch the ceiling. But there is still a bit of room to stretch up my feet underneath the middle row seats. And as mentioned earlier on, the middle row seats are set in their furthest back position, while the seat backs are somewhat in the middle between being more upright or more laid back. So obviously you can adjust the middle row seats for the comfort of the third row seats. But for the last row of seats, or third row if you will, there are storage areas on both sides, a cup holder on the right, aircon vents with your fan speed controls on the right side. The left side only gets an aircon vent, and you do have the levers to fold down the middle row seats as mentioned earlier on. Window control, speakers, bottle holder, and storage. The front passenger seat in this Santa Fe gets full manual adjustments. This one adjusts the seat back, while this one adjusts the seat position. Lockable glove box. It is of a nice size. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor gets a vanity mirror with the same light mechanism as found on the driver's side. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2014 Hyundai Santa Fe 2.4 4-wheel drive Elegance. Thanks for watching and goodbye.